All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Max's e-class in which we are going to learn English for the Form 4 student today. All right. Okay, so before we start, this session is being live streamed on YouTube, as well as we have a few students here in our Zoom session. So it'll be a very special session for today because you have the chance to win e-voucher by participating in the quiz later on in our session. So just stay tuned with us throughout this live tutorial. It's going to be a short one, and the quiz will be quite a simple one if you listen carefully to what I have to say later. Okay, and next we have exciting activity ready in the portal. So please don't forget to always check out the Max's e-class portal at www.eclass.com.my because we have Abang portal over there and he will entertain your socks off, right? With a lot of activities, a lot of things to do right there. And next, for the ones who are in our YouTube channel, who are watching through our YouTube channel, please don't forget to do these three things, all right? Don't forget to subscribe to Max's e-class, like the video, and also share, because they say that sharing is caring, and I know that you care for your friends, all right? Hashtag kita jaga kita like that. All right, and as for tomorrow, please don't forget, okay, if today it's English time, okay, tomorrow we will have live tutorial for maths and science. And again, the timetable will be available in the portal, all right? So check it out. Okay, so we have with us a few students here on Zoom, and let me check on the YouTube page. Because I'm doing this alone, so I need to do everything. So please bear with me. Hi, Oma. Oh, sorry. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Oma. Yes. Okay, so I guess without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so today we are going to do a little bit of a fun activity, a little bit on a lighter side of writing. We are going to find ways on how to make your writing more colorful. Hi, Rian. Okay, we have Rian right here on the chat. Great job. I mean, it goes to show that you can hear me, and I really appreciate that. Hi, Nor Irsalina. Okay, very unique name. Love it. Okay, so I am going to share with you the slide for today, for this session specifically. All right, okay, so writing a body paragraph part 2. Okay, if you missed part 1, you can always go back to our YouTube channel and rewatch it. Okay, that's why you should subscribe to it. Okay, so how to write a body paragraph part 2. We have 3 things specifically to talk about in this session, which is number 1, phrasal verbs, number 2, similes, and number 3, idioms. Okay, all right, so first and foremost, writing a body paragraph. As you know, a body paragraph is the part in which you put in your main points, you present your main points to the reader. So it should always be entertaining because it's the longest part, and also is the part in which we will call it as the heaviest one, because it is where you will present your points, your point of view and whatnot. Okay, so you may use certain phrases in your body paragraph to make your writing more interesting, or as I like to say to my students, to make it more colorful. Okay, because if not, it's only going to be black and white, and you know it's going to be boring, and we don't want that. Okay, we want to grab the reader's attention and to make them interested, okay, to reading our story or our writing or our essay and whatnot. Okay, you may use either similes, idioms, or phrasal verbs, in which I will explain each one of them right now. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, what is phrasal verbs? Okay, so phrasal verbs are idiomatic phrases that consist of a verb and another element. Hence the word phrasal verb. Okay, either an adverb or a preposition. So this is where that other element comes into play. An adverb or preposition. So you know adverb of time, like for instance tomorrow, yesterday, and whatnot. And preposition on, of, in, out, so on and so forth. By now, as a Form 4 students, I'm pretty sure that you are well versed in these elements of these parts of speech. Okay, so for example, okay, let's look into the example. Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's go on with the example. If you have any question, okay, for the students here in our Zoom session as well as in YouTube, okay, please feel free to interact with me, ask me question, or if I'm going too fast, you can tell me so. Yeah, because I tend to do that from time to time. Okay, so coming back. Okay, for example, you can see here. Okay, let me just highlight this right over here. Where is my pen? Oh yeah, it's here. The life of a teacher. Okay, all right. So for example, break into. Okay, for some people, break this simply means to break something. Okay, to, for instance, if you break the vase, you might shatter the vase, that particular vase. But when you add the word into, okay, the preposition into, to the word, to the verb, it will have a whole different meaning. Okay, break into will mean to enter a place, a vehicle, or a container rather forcibly, especially for theft. So when somebody say, if for instance, if I say, oh, my house was had been broken into yesterday, okay, so it means that somebody came into my house forcibly without a key, so they might knock the door open, wide open, and then they took everything that they could last night, for example. Okay, look down on. Okay, there are three words in this phrase. Okay, look down on. When you look down on something or on someone, usually you look down on someone, okay, you are to see someone to be lesser than you. Okay, I know this is not a great way to do things, to deal with things, to see people, but it happens. All right, so when you look down on someone, you are actually looking them down condescendingly. Okay, that's a new word for you if you haven't heard of that, so you can check out the meaning of it online or in a dictionary. All right, next, similes. Okay, similes are figures of speech that compare nouns. Okay, rather the word sounds a little bit like simile. Okay, so for example, as fit as a fiddle, as brave as a lion, and so on, so forth. And lastly, idioms. Idioms are a group of words that have different meaning when combined. Okay, so idioms, every culture has their own idiom. Okay, as simple as that. And in Bahasa Melayu, idiom also means, okay, idiom is referred to as simpulan bahasa. So you know that idiom, when it comes to idiom, the literal meaning has nothing to do with what the expression conveys. Okay, I will show you some examples later. All right. So let's get into it. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, additional tips. When writing your paragraph, it is important to note whether you are writing formal or informal. Okay, informal phrasal verbs cannot be used for formal writing. Okay, formal phrasal verbs, it lies in a gray area in which it can either be very informal or very formal. So please be aware of what phrasal verbs that you are using. Okay, which phrasal verbs that you are using. For instance, we don't use hang out, chill out, pig out, freak out. A lot of outs actually in my example. So we don't use that in our formal writing because those words, those phrases are informal. So it's a no-go. All right. So, but then formal ones, for instance, put off, call off, okay, take on. So please be aware of the phrasal verbs that you're using. Next, similes and idioms are mostly used for descriptive essays. You may use them in your body paragraph to create an image of what you want to describe. So the beauty of similes and idioms is that it gives that the reader some imaginative aspect to your writing. It adds another layer to it and a depth to it. So it's not just one tone monotonous writing. I find it very great if it's great if my student can use similes and idioms in their descriptive essay, in their stories and whatnot. And lastly, it is important to know that you should only use idioms that you are familiar with. If you are not sure of the meaning of an idiom, do not use it in your essay. And please, by all means, do not create your own idiom, because that's not going to fly by the reader or your teacher, okay? Especially because they are well versed in idioms and similes. Okay, so some lists of similes are as quiet as a mouse to show that a person is very quiet to the point that he or she is being compared to a mouse. As innocent as a dove to describe someone who is innocent, as sweet as sugar to describe someone who is sweet. To describe someone with a great strength, you will use as strong as an ox, as white as a sheet, sorry, to describe someone who is in fear, okay, to the point that their face becomes so pale that it looks white. As black as night, as light as a feather, as busy as a bee, okay, someone who is very busy, as quick as a flash, just describe someone that moves very fast. Okay, as blind as a bat, to describe someone who sees badly, and as mad as a hatter, okay, to describe someone who is eccentric, or as someone might call it as quirky or just straight up weird or peculiar. Okay. Okay, so somebody asked me what words we could use as replacement than teacher. What do you mean by that, Rian? Okay, I'm gonna please get back to me with your question. I mean, please, would you mind explaining a little bit more on the question, on your question there, so that we can discuss with, so that I can also educate your friend on this. Okay, what words we could use as a replacement? And oh, okay. This, I thought this is for the if I were to guess, okay, this is for the informal phrasal verb. Okay, so for the informal phrasal verb, the words you mentioned, the informal. Okay, all right, got you. All right, so for the informal phrasal verb, instead of you just simply use those informal words, you can use a single formal word. For instance, chill out. Okay, when I ask you, hey man, chill out. Okay, instead of telling a person to chill out, you can say relax. Okay, just use a simpler word which is more formal and more well known to the people, because chill out is only the phrase chill out might only be known by a certain number of people. Okay, teacher, you are as sweet as sugar. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Saifullah Nasir. Really appreciate it. Okay, I'm trying my best. Okay, all right. So that is idioms. That is the similes. And next, the idiom: as blind as a bat, as gentle as a lamb, as happy as a lark, as busy as a bee, as hungry as a wolf, as nutty as a fruitcake, as mad as a hornet, and as easy as ABC. Okay, let's go through it one by one, and after that we will have our speedy quiz. So let's try this, and then we will check whether or not you got what I was talking about. Okay, I was saying through and through. All right. As blind as a bat. Anyone would mind to tell me what does it mean? Does it mean very busy? Does it mean very easy? Does it mean starving? Anyone? In the Zoom session, in our YouTube people. As blind as a bat. Yes, very good. It means, okay, we will check the answer later. Okay, as blind as a bat. Oh, sorry, I should read the answer. As blind as a bat means to be completely blind. Okay, next, as gentle as a lamb. Okay, very good. Saifullah, as gentle as a lamb. Rian, very, look at, sorry, Rian. Okay, she's on the roll. Or he's on the roll, sorry. Easy. Oh, okay. Okay, as happy as a lark. Let's see if Rian can do this. Happy as a lark, busy as a bee. Let's keep it rolling then. Okay, as happy as a lark. Anyone? We're on the Zoom session as well. It's up for anyone to answer. Ah, great. We have someone in the Zoom session. As happy as a lark. Somebody said. Usually, oh, sorry. Usually to describe someone who is happy. Okay, that is what that person says. Okay, Rian also says the same thing. We'll see then. As busy as a bee. Oh, that's quite fast. Okay. As hungry as a wolf. Ah. To be honest, right now I am as hungry as a wolf and I could use some dinner. Okay, right, great. Okay, the people on our Zoom session is on a roll actually, okay? But we will see whether or not you got it correct. As nutty as a fruitcake. Ah, as nutty as a fruitcake. Nur Irsalina, where you at? Come on, as nutty as a fruitcake. Oh my God, that girl is nutty as a fruitcake. Oh gosh, okay. Okay. Oh, no, Isarina, thank you. Yeah, she answered just now about as busy as a bee, being very busy. Yes, we will check. And as hungry as a wolf, to be starving. As mad as a hornet. Okay. And lastly, as easy as ABC. This is what Rian said just now. Okay. This exercise is easy as ABC. So let's check. As easy as ABC means very easy. Okay, we got that. As blind as a bat, completely blind. We got that. As gentle as a lamb, very gentle. Okay, it goes without saying. As happy as a lark means to be, usually to describe someone who is happy. As busy as a bee, very busy. Okay, great job. As hungry as a wolf. Okay, I can eat a whole horse. Means starving. Great. Nutty as a fruitcake. Crazy. Okay. As mad as a hornet means very angry. And lastly, as easy as ABC means very easy. All right. Okay, so I guess it's time for us to go on with our quiz. Okay, you can check out the link on our on our YouTube chat box. Okay, it's going to be presented to you by our Cikgu E-class in a few short moments. So sit back, relax, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes to answer the quiz. Okay? I doubt you need 2 minutes because as far as I can see now, you are doing great. Okay, as soon as you see the link, click on it, answer the quiz, and for those who get all of the answer the question correct, also to be the fastest, being the fastest, you will win a voucher, an e-voucher. Okay, so let's put your brain to the test. The link is up. Let's do this. So do we have a winner? Are we there? Do we have a winner? Oh, you guys are really into it. Clock is ticking. All right, cool. We have some people here. And for the ones. Wow, you guys really taking your time. It's cool. And we have the winner. All right, done. Period. All right. Okay, so since we have the winner, let's move on. I am not gonna disclose to you who the winner is. Okay, I'm gonna tell you by the end of the session, just a few minutes more, one more exercise, and we are done for the day. Okay, for the Form 4 students. Okay, so next one. Fill in the blanks with the word in the table on your right to form phrasal verbs. This is what I was saying just now. When you when you combine a phrase, a verb, and also an adverb or a preposition, it will become a phrasal verb. Okay, which carries its own meaning. Okay, so I will do number one, and then another five, we will try to do it together. Okay, all right. You look a little uncomfortable. Okay, this is me saying to my friend, you look a little uncomfortable. Feel free to take blank your sweater. So to take off your sweater. Okay, so we have off here. We can slash it out. Okay, take it out of the option. Okay, so feel free to take off your sweater so that you will feel more comfortable. Okay, take off means to remove a piece of clothing. Okay, all right, so let's try number two. Okay, would you like to come blank with me to the market? Would you like to come blank with me to the market? So would you like to come forward? Would you like to come down? Would you like to come up? Would you like to come out? Would you like to come along with me to the market? What's it gonna be? Anyone? Here we have people here in the Zoom meeting. Let me check the chat section. I might have missed a little. Okay, we have Omar from Zoom, our Zoom class, okay, saying, answering, would you like to come along with me to the market? Along. Okay, so when you want to invite someone to go somewhere, so would you like to come along? Would you like to accompany me to the market? Okay, so to come along means to go with, to come with. Okay, that's another phrasal verb actually. Okay. All right. Okay, next, number three. I look blank to meeting you in the future. I look blank to meeting you in the future. Okay, we have another answer. Oh, wow. Omar, you are on a roll, Omar. And I am really impressed. I look forward to meeting you. Okay. So this is his answer. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong yet. She broke blank when she heard the news of his passing. Okay. When you heard the news of someone, passing away, so usually what will happen? You become sad. And when you are sad, the phrasal verb for it is, wow. Uma, you can be a teacher if you got everything this correct and this fast. Dina looks like she is about to pass. Oh no, it's not Uma now. Patrick is taking the reign. Okay. Patrick says Dina looks like he's about to pass out. This is what he says. Please give him her. Sorry, Dina looks like she is about to pass out. Please give her some water. And lastly, please fill blank the form and submit it to your class teacher by the end of the day. So we have the only option up. So I am assuming that that's going to be the answer. Okay, so let's check. Feel free to take. Oh gosh, it looks weird. Off, along, forward, down, up, and up. So from what I'm seeing right now, you guys got it all correct. Okay, good job, Uma and Patrick, especially. For the ones watching from through YouTube, via YouTube, please feel free to answer these questions, okay? All right, Write the meaning of each of the following idioms: lend an ear, get in shape, bad egg, get your hands dirty, and couch potato. I told you just now that it does not mean what it literally is written in. Okay, so lend an ear doesn't mean that you cut off your ear and then lend it to someone, because it's physically impossible to do so. Okay, you know what? Let's cut to the chase and let me just tell you what it is, what it means. Okay, lend an ear means to listen. Okay, when somebody has a problem, you lend an ear to them. Get in shape means to exercise in order to get in good shape, or the phrasal verb would be to work out. Okay, you see what I did there? Okay, you can do a lot of things. Bad egg means someone who cannot be trusted. When a person is, we call them as a naughty, we know this person as a naughty person, as a not so nice boy, for instance, or a naughty girl. So there are what we call as bad egg. Okay, get your hands dirty to do an unpleasant job. Couch potato means a lazy person who watches a lot of television. So these are the meaning of the idioms. Okay, you know what you can do a step further? You can try and use this idiom in your everyday life, everyday conversation, and also your writing. And I hope that it'll be more colorful in the future. Okay, so it is the end of the lesson. Okay, and this lesson is brought to you especially by Maxi, so check out the portal. And now is the time for us to announce the winner of the speedy test just now. Okay, and it's been great. Okay, I saw that you guys have been very into it, and the winner of our quiz for today is Uswati. Woo! It's the brains for me. Okay, it's the speed for me. Very good, Uswati. Job well done. Okay, so with that being said, we have come to the end of our session for today. Thank you so much for joining us, for the ones in the Zoom session, in the Zoom classroom, and for the ones who are watching us through YouTube. You guys are the OG. Okay, all right, so catch you next time. Okay, see you on the flip side. And with that being said, stay safe and stay at home. All right, so with that being said, Assalamualaikum and good evening. Roger out.